Yeah, I think our story started when Laura and I were first married, and she decided to open a vintage clothing store right across the street called Vintage Duluth. And I remember in those times when downtown was really struggling, especially this part of downtown, there wasn't a whole lot of life or vibrancy happening. And as the vision for Zeitgeist kind of came into focus, I think so many of us who love Duluth felt inspired by what it could be, and our hopes for that building of community, a gathering place for creative people to come together and bounce ideas off one another, and then see where that led to. And I think what we've seen over the last 15 years is that happens over and over again. One of my favorite things to do when I'm walking in downtown and on this block, and I just kind of peer in these windows and look to see what's happening, and you see these kind of fun, creative people gathered, and you can tell that they're planning something, that they're scheming for some new creative endeavor, or to walk by and to see the place filled with some type of event or music being played in the corner, and just knowing that that's the daily existence of this space. It is holding all of this wonderful and beautiful community activity.
Okay, my name is Emily Ekstrom. I own Huckleberry, which is your neighbor here at Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist has been a huge reason of why I wanted to be in this location. Everybody talks about how they want to see a change in downtown and what could imagine downtown in 5 years. And I think Zeitgeist is somebody who's actively doing that, and they are someone who's going to help change what's going to happen in the next 5 years. And that is why we need to continue to support them.
Well, my name is Carl Crawford, and I'm a community member and work for St. Louis County. The play, The Meeting, that I was very honored to perform in as Dr. King was very meaningful at the time in our history because it really is bringing our community together to have some meaningful conversations, and more importantly, to challenge us with that amazing question of what if? What if things turned out differently? What if there was an opportunity for us to do better? And what does that legend still mean in our community today? And Zeitgeist continues to create that space for not only people of color, but for all of us to grow, to learn, and more importantly, to talk with each other instead of at each other.
My name is Ricky McManus, and I am with the Upper Midwest Film and Television Office. Zeitgeist to me is so flipping important. And I think especially it's for everybody, but especially for the creative community in the region, because this is a place to gather. This is a place to celebrate some of the productions that have been made here. And I can't tell you how many premieres we've had here. And it's our chance to lift up our local creatives in a beautiful space.
What other theater have you went to where the line was long and they have held the movie so you didn't miss the beginning? That is how much I care about you. That is how much the cinema cares for you. I always make sure that the popcorn is tasty, if not always completely wholesome, because it has butter and that's not good for your health. But we do our best within the confines and restrictions that we've been given.
The fact that the restaurant supports the activities and the events that happen in the community, I think is something that is often overlooked. And I mean, when you can get a really high quality meal and a delicious craft cocktail made by people who really care, and to know that the money is going back into the community, I think is really important, and something that people often forget. Conversations that are often here, that start here, expand to other areas, and they lead to discussions and outreach on community health and transportation and all of the things that are important to our community. The folks at Zeitgeist are working every day behind the scenes really to improve the lives of the community and to really be a strong advocate for our community. And I think that we're really, really lucky to have an organization like Zeitgeist here that's willing to try new things and think bigger and be bold in trying to solve some of these issues with a lot of fun and a lot of flavor.
Shortly after vaccines were made available, our Healthy Hillside team worked with Essentia and other health providers to create vaccine clinics in the hillside. And one of the things I'm most proud of is the quality of care that our team put into creating care kits for those who came to get their vaccines, an opportunity for storytelling about why those individuals were getting vaccinated to help encourage others to do so, but also the fact that of the people who came to those vaccine clinics, we had a 100% return rate for second doses, the booster shots in those early days of the pandemic. Something that's quite remarkable.
You need the cinema. You don't even know how bad you need the cinema. Because if you didn't have the cinema, where are you going to see those documentaries? Where are you going to see those international films? Where are you going to go to see a movie that you don't know how it already ends? Even our movie trailers are superior.
Hi everybody, I am Laura Mullen. I'm the VP of Outreach and Marketing at Bent Paddle Brewing Company and a longtime Zeitgeist supporter. What is so amazing about Zeitgeist is the community connection you can make here, but also like your own ideas come forth here. So I had this dream for years of bringing A Midsummer's Night's Dream to some sort of outside location for children to have that experience. And I came directly to Mary Fox with this dream, and she turned it into a reality where we did A Midsummer's Night's Dream in the Woods this last August. And now my daughter, who's 12, has a love of theater she did not have before, and I think it's going to be a lifelong thing for her, thanks to Zeitgeist.
The only conflicts that we really have in art are lack of imagination or a lack of funding. And those go very much hand in hand, because you can have all these brilliant ideas in the world, but if you don't have the financial backing to make those things happen, then they just don't happen.
There's no way we can pack everything that is Zeitgeist into just, a short 5-minute video. But there's one thing that we all agree on, and that is that Duluth would not be what it is without Zeitgeist. That this building, that the power of stories to change the world around us, that giving community members and artists a platform to shape our shared future is a critical part of our community's story. Now is your opportunity to invest in that belief. Now is your opportunity to ensure that Zeitgeist won't just be here today, but will be here in another 15 years as well. Thank you so much.